Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth from the Community Library, and for our December tech tip, I'm going to be showing a few different ways how you can get library books on your Kindle. So you might have a Kindle Fire tablet or an e-reader. Maybe you got one for Christmas or recently, and you're wondering how you can get ebooks onto your Kindle from the library. So this is going to be a really short introductory video to give you an idea of different ways that you can do that. So first we wanted to figure out which kind of Kindle do you have. So it can be kind of confusing. So there's two different main kinds. So on the left you can see there are Kindle e-readers, like the Paperwhite or the traditional Kindle, that use e-ink screens, so they don't have any color, and you can't use them to play games or watch videos. They're mostly just for reading books. But you might have a thing called a Fire tablet. So it looks like on the right, and it uses an LCD screen, kind of like a smartphone. So it's great if you want to do more things than just reading, like watching videos or playing games. And the reason I point this out is because what you can do to get library books on your Kindle depends on which one you're using. So once you know what you're using, then we can move on to the next steps of how to get different ebooks onto your Kindle. So the first option I'm going to talk about is one called Hoopla. So Hoopla is a service that we have through the library. It's an app and a website that you can use. So if you have a Fire tablet, you can download the Hoopla app onto your Kindle and then sign up with your library card to be able to check out books. So like I said, it's an app. You can also go to the website if you're not on a Kindle Fire. But once you download the app, it'll guide you through the sign up process. One thing I do want to note with all of these is when you're signing in with your library card, it will ask for your library system or your library name. I always recommend to use Kenosha County Library System instead of Community Library, just because there's lots of community libraries, and usually Kenosha County will be up at the top of the list. So Hoopla, through the app, you can read ebooks, listen to audiobooks, and read comics, and even more. There's a lot more on there that I'm not talking about. Um, you get 4 checkouts a month, and they renew each month. And they also have bonus borrows, which are things you can read that don't count towards your limit of the month. So Hoopla is a great option if you're using a Fire tablet. The second option I'm going to talk about is something that's called Read Now with Kindle. So if you've heard of the Libby app or Overdrive, um, through Libby you can send books, Kindle ebooks, to your Kindle device. It's kind of confusing, but I'm going to walk you through it. So this is great for people who are using the Kindle e-readers like the Paperwhite, or if you use the Kindle app, like on your phone, so that it just sends the book right to your device instead of having you look for it a different way. So I'm going to walk you through how it works. This option only works for ebooks, and also not all ebooks are available on Kindle. So to do this option, you'll go to either the Libby app if you have that already, or visit the Overdrive website to see what books are available. And so now I'm going to walk you through what it looks like on the website when you're trying to do this on the Overdrive website or the Libby app. Okay, so now I just have us on the Overdrive website. So this is what's called the Wisconsin's Digital Library. I have made another video about this. It can be kind of confusing, but this and Libby are the same thing. So you're going to use your library card and PIN to sign into each of these, and they'll share checkouts on both accounts. It can be kind of confusing, but I'm just going to go through what it looks like to find Kindle books. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to sign in. And I've done this before, so it automatically selected Kenosha County Library System. And you can see here the list, and Kenosha County is at the top, so that's why I just suggest doing that. And then you want to enter your library card number and also enter your PIN. This is usually the last 4 digits of your phone number, or if you changed it to something, we can always check it for you at the library too. So we'll sign in, and up at the top here, you'll see there's some navigation options, and there's one for Kindle books, which is really handy. So when you select this, it's going to show you only books that are available on your Kindle. And as you can see, some of them have a wait list, but to see the ones that are available now, I'm just going to click available now. So these are things I can check out. So we'll just find one that looks good. Let's click this one. And you're going to click borrow and then borrow again. And here it will give you some options. And you want to click the read now with Kindle. And when we click this, it's going to send us to Amazon to sign in. Let me get my sign in here. And you should only have to do this once you sign into Amazon if you're not already signed in. So then it will take you to the Amazon page for the book. And there's one more step to do after this. You want to go to this right-hand side here, and you can choose which device you want it to be sent to. Usually it's just your default one. And then you want to click Get Library Book. And then that will send it to whichever Kindle you selected. And once your Kindle updates, it will have the book there ready to go. And it can be kind of confusing, but once you get going, it'll be easier to use. So that's what it looks like when you're on the Overdrive website. If by chance you're using Libby, I just wanted to show you that too. So we're going to go through, this is libbyapp.com. And I'm just going to walk through these steps to get all logged in. So there's the Kenosha County Library System. And now I can sign into my library card. Too many zeros. Like I said, these both are the same thing. The only reason I'm showing you is because they look different. As you can see here, there's Wisconsin's Digital Library, and up top here, Wisconsin's Digital Library. So it's just how they look. It looks a little different. So now that we're all signed into Libby, let's find a book that we want to check out here. We'll go down to the lucky day. Let's say we'll check out Starless Sea. I've been wanting to read that one. So this is what the page will look like. And if I click borrow, I'll borrow again. And with Libby, you do want to, it'll ask your default which you prefer. So reading on Libby or reading on Kindle. So here I'm going to click on Kindle. And just like before, it's going to send me to Amazon where I can get the library book, and then it will be delivered to my Kindle once it syncs. And with Libby, once you select your preference that you want your ebooks to be sent to Kindle, it will just do that from now on. I usually read on the Libby app, so that's why it didn't default that way. But you can always check it from your shelf, which is your items that you have checked out. So that is what it looks like when you're trying to send something to their Kindle or read with Kindle. So hopefully that cleared things up a little bit. Like I said, once you go through the process of going to Amazon to get your library books sent to your Kindle or reading now with Kindle, when you go back to your e-reader and update it or connect it to the Wi-Fi, it will update and your book will be there. And just as a note, I'm going to mention this a little bit too, but these ebooks, you don't have to manually return them. They will return themselves on their due date. So that, and then just down here, I just had this little screenshot. So you can choose to update your preferences, like I said, to only want Kindle ebooks. And that will help you if you don't want to see things that aren't available on Kindle. And lastly, I just wanted to bring up a last option, which you can use in addition to the two that I just mentioned, is there's a weird thing with the Fire tablets. Currently, Overdrive and Amazon are working out a contract, and the Libby app is not available on Fire tablets. So if you wanted to listen to audiobooks on your Fire tablet, um, you wouldn't be able to on Libby. But they've made a workaround, so you can go to libbyapp.com on the Silk browser on your Kindle Fire tablet, and that will allow you to um, access Libby kind of like how I just did in the previous slide. So you can log in um, to your account and listen to audiobooks or non Kindle ebooks on your Fire tablet. So, what you want to do if you're on your Fire tablet, you can just tap on the Silk browser, which I noted here with the red arrow, and you want to go to libbyapp.com. And just like I did, you want to follow the steps to choose your library and sign into your account with your card number and PIN. And then once you borrow things and have them checked out on your shelf, you can read or listen to it through the Silk browser. So it is kind of confusing. You'll have to go to the Silk browser every time for this one, but it is just a workaround for now until they get the Libby app on the Fire tablets. So the main thing I wanted to close with is that you have options. So you want to start with, like I said, focusing on where you're reading ebooks. So are you using an e-reader for your ebooks, or do you like a Fire tablet, or are you on your smartphone? And then going from there, figuring out which option will work best for you. So my advice, if you're using a Kindle e-reader like a Paperwhite, try the Read Now with Kindle option. You'll have to go on a computer to get the things sent to your Kindle, but it is really handy. And if you have a Fire tablet, try using Hoopla, or you can also go to, like I said, the libbyapp.com. So if you're having struggles or are just kind of confused about how to get started, you can always call or come into the library. We love getting you started with ebooks. There is so much out there that it's really exciting once you get started. And like I said, reminder that the library ebooks return themselves on their due dates. So there's no late fees at all. And that is all I had for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at my email, eohara@communitylib.org. And I also have some of our contact information down there. And thanks for watching.